this act of aggression from Karen number 2 ignited the fire and passion in Karen number 1. Your kid's probably the most grubbiest, dirtiest specimen on this planet because kids are just naturally disgusting. Hi. Hey.
Hello.
First of all, let me just preface that, yes, I do look like The Rock. I'm cosplaying, so don't mention it, alright? Number 2, I have a great, freaking adventurous, what is it called? Exciting story for you today. I'm equipped with iced coffee, and I'm gonna tell you about the time, what is this, Disney Channel?
The time I went to Sam's Club and Karen was there.
That sums it up. Alright, so it was, what day was it? Sunday morning. Me and my dad decided that we had better go to Sam's Club to pick up some Sam's Club stuff, like, I don't know, whatever we needed in bulk, like plates and forks and stuff. So we get there and there's like a freaking huge line. We go to the back of the line like normal people, you know, because that's how lines work. So now I'm gonna set the scene for you, all right? So it's me and my dad right here, and then right in front of us there's this little old lady, and she's wearing a mask, and she's just chilling. Then in front of her, there's a group of like a mom who's probably like 47 or something, her daughter who's probably like 27, and then her 2 kids, which are probably like 8 and like 4. And then behind us, there's another group of a mom, again like 47, a daughter probably like, I don't know, like 20, and then her kids who are probably like, she has a baby, a 3-year-old, and like a 5-year-old or something. So we have like 2 kind of similar groups on either side of us, but trust me, they are not going to be similar once you deep dive into this story. So we're standing there, and the lady with the mask, the old lady, is kind of like standing like towards the wall a little, like she's kind of acting like she wants us to like go in front of her, but she's not saying anything, so I'm like, whatever, like I'm just gonna stay where I am. And we're probably like 5 or 6 feet away from her, because everyone's like kind of spaced out in the line, but we're like not like super far apart because it like, you know, but we're staying where we are. And I'm like looking at my phone waiting for this line to pass. Karen is talking to the older lady saying like, oh, like we'll move up this and this. And I'm like not really paying attention because I'm on my phone chilling, trying to wait for this line. Until she says, yeah, because those people back there are crowding you and they're trying to come up. What? Sorry, ma'am. Maybe I'm confused about the concept of a line, because I thought that as people go into the building, that the line gets like smaller, like where you are, because like you move up and like you go into the building, you know? I made a face. I was just sitting there like, actually, here, I'll demonstrate for you. What can I use as a phone? So I was just, bro, what's on the back of this? Okay, so I was just typing away. And when she said that, I was like, and so when I made this face, she was like,
I'm just trying to help her.
and I was like, I know you did not just yell at me like that. I didn't say that because I'm not disrespectful, but I did roll my eyes because, you know, there's a line, you know. And I was like, okay. And so then this sweet old lady that's like being like defended or whatever is like talking to me and my dad, and she's like, yeah, you guys are fine, like 6 feet to 6 feet, like horizontally, vertically, diagonally, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you were such a real one. Like, you were so nice. And she was so nice. She was so sweet. She didn't even have any problem with us. And I was just like, you're a god. Like, you're a literal god. Karen, on the other hand, is over here giving me the stank eye. Like, I was like, What? Like, what? Say something to me.
Say something.
Anyways, so Karen's staring at me, and side note, she has like a 7-year-old, 8-year-old granddaughter. They put her in the little baby, like, spot in the carts. Like, you know, like, where you put your, like, child, like, your baby, like, the opening, you know? And they had another child and put them both in there, and I was like, what the heck? That's, like, weird. Because she's, like, this little, like, teen, like, acting, like, little girl, like, texting on her phone, and then she just gets put in this, like, baby seat, and I'm like, what is happening? Anyways, that's irrelevant, though. But then they take out the 3-year-old or 4-year-old, whatever, out of the baby thing, put him on the ground, and he starts running around, like, really close to the lady, like, literally, like, 3 feet away from her, and I'm just like, your child is literally inches from this lady, and you're gonna yell at me because I'm coming up in the line? Like, I understand, like, trying to protect people and stuff like that, but when the lady herself isn't even worried about it, why are you worried about it? And not to mention the fact that she was scooting up so much that she was crowding the group in front of her. Like, how is that helpful? Like, you're protecting this person over here, but then you're spreading your disease to everyone over here. Like, how's that logical? Think, Karen, think. Anyways, so her freaking grandkids are running around, blah, 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 getting really close to the lady, and the lady's like, okay, like, whatever, but she's, like, waving at the grandkids, like, she's being nice, because she's a real one, like I prefaced, right? So that's that. Then, remember how I mentioned that there was a group behind me? There's a group behind me, same kind of deal with, like, same kind of age groups and stuff like that, and they also let their kids run loose, and the kids are really close to the older lady. And the older lady moves on the other side of her cart to kind of like get away from them, but she's not saying anything, she's not doing anything. The mom from behind me literally said to her like daughter about her grandkids,
Kelsey, can you get little Timmy? Because this lady over here is freaking out over a child.
And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Karen number 2. I didn't know that children couldn't contract the Rona. Like, there's a pandemic going on. She doesn't want to, like, contract it. Your kid's probably the most grubbiest, dirtiest specimen on this planet because kids are just naturally disgusting. And you're saying how, oh, he's a kid, why is she freaking out? Like, shut up. This act of aggression from Karen number 2 ignited the fire and passion in Karen number 1, and she whipped her head around and gave Karen number 2 the stank eye. So it was Karen number 1 versus Karen number 2, and I was smack in the middle. So we have 2 Karens, both on either side of the spectrum, one freaking social justice warrior over here, and one, like, I don't even know, just meanie. And I'm just like, what is happening? Like, so that was that. I was like, okay, we're done here. You know, everyone started moving up the line. Everything was going fine. Everything kind of diluted. And I was like, okay, that was fun. That was good. Great. Fun. Cool. Great. Let's get on with our shopping. Oh, there's more. So group number 1 goes into Sam's Club. And I'm sitting here, and the older lady is talking to me, my dad, saying, oh, Arizona's so hot, like, blah, 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 you never get used to it, this, and this. She's so nice. The only normal one in the situation is me, my father, and this old lady, and she is a queen. So she goes in. I have to sneeze. Okay, just kidding. She goes in. We're waiting our turn, me and my father, and then we are allowed to go in. So we go in, and I thought that would be the end of it. You know, we can get our shopping done. We're good. But no. I walk into Sam's Club, and who do I see? Karen number 1. Yes, Karen number 1. Let me just set the scene again. So I walk in, and she's at this display case, right? She has like a box of like jars or something, and she's like weighing them in her hand. And when I walk in, she turns around and she's just like, and I was like, I'm gonna get possessed. I'm literally gonna get possessed. This is gonna be Conjuring number, I don't even know if there's number 2, so this will be number 2. I'm going to get possessed. And I looked at her right back and I was just like, and normally when I'm in situations like this, I laugh like after the fact, but I could not keep it in, and I was parallel with her, right next to her, and I laughed in her face, and I kind of felt bad, but I was like, this is so funny. I literally can't not laugh. So I just like was right next to her and I was like, bruh, like I just cracked up. And she was like, I was like, sorry. So we go like through the technology section and we come back through some of the aisles, and every single aisle that we go into, I swear to you, every single aisle that we go into, she is there. She is there giving me the Karen stank eye while I'm trying to find my plates. Ew, I just spit. My plates and my coffee, and I just want her to stop. Except I didn't, because it made the Sam's Club trip way more interesting. She's standing there giving me the stank eye.
New drinking game. Take a shot every time I say stank eye.
And I just gave it back every single time. I'm just like, a couple times I try to smile. We saw her like 7 times within the store because Sam's Club isn't that big. And so I would just be like, you know, like the little that I am, but still. And there was one point in time where we were right next to her and she walks towards us, like behind us, and I can see her in my peripheral, and she's walking towards us, and her daughter goes,
Mom, stop.
and I'm like, am I about to get stabbed? Like, I swear to God, I'm either gonna get possessed, stabbed, or maced, and I don't want any of those things to happen while I'm trying to buy my coffee. Sorry, I just sneezed in my hand. I know that's not sanitary, but... Anyways, she's being so immature. Like, why is she acting like a 13-year-old? It was so obnoxious. And then I just had fun, like, trying to scope her out in the store, which, like, is probably also immature of me. But at this point, like, I just didn't care. Like, I was like, this is so funny. I did nothing to you. I said nothing to you. And I wanted her to talk to me so bad. But she didn't. She just stared at me. And I swear it was not in my head because my dad saw it. Like, everyone around us, like, when we were in the line was just like, because she was yelling. And I was like, anyways, that's pretty much my story. Well, I might be possessed, who knows? I'll let you guys know if I am possessed soon. But yeah, thanks for listening to my story about Crazy Karen. And see you in the next video. Peace.